Okay, so we're doing an oil change today. Gonna be doing a parking lot oil change. So, got the Rotella, got the STP, and got the drain bucket. Woo. Gonna pan out. Oh, look at the pan out. Look at the pan out. Oh, here we go. Pan in, pan in. There we go. Okay, so, and this AutoZone has an oil drain, so I can just take that bucket right back in there and drain that oil. That way I don't have to carry it with me everywhere I go. Alright, so we'll catch y'all here in a minute. Alright guys, doing a parking lot oil change right here. Alright. So, I didn't really let my truck cool off. So, I got me some gloves. That way I don't burn my little hands.
It's been off for probably 10 minutes.
So we're gonna do this quick because
You're doing the oil filter right now?
I'm doing an oil filter right now.
What tool are you using?
Using an oil filter wrench.
To show them when you're done.
Yeah. These old diesels, that filter gets pretty tight on there. I don't know why. It's so daggone tight. When I don't know if it's because of the heat or the pressure. Or,
I don't think the pan's actually under it, darling.
it will be. I want to make sure that everything gets in the pan. Let that drain out a little bit.
Show them the wrench.
Yeah. So here's the oil filter wrench. It's about $9 at any auto parts store. It's pretty cheap, but it works. I like those better than the claws, than the oil filter claws, because
Are you screwing the new one back in?
I'm screwing a new one back on. I like the oil filter wrenches more than I like the claws, because the claws have a tendency to dig into the oil filter and break the filter before you actually get it off. Oh. And this right here is why I've got gloves on, because that would probably be burning the hell out of my hands.
Yeah, he's got welding gloves on.
And what I do with the welding gloves is now I just do this right here like that, and it pushes it all into the leather, and then it will eventually dry and it won't get all over your truck. But I'll also wrap them in paper towels. So this oil change cost me $60 at Firestone or any mechanic shop. The cheapest I've ever been able to come out of there was $160. So I'm saving about $100. All right, so you want to wipe all this stuff off so you don't drip it on down the road.
Oh, see where your hand is. Where are you? Oh, there you go.
Wipe all this off so you don't get it all on the road, and wipe up all your mess. All right, that's going to be about as good as it's going to get. I could probably sit there and let that drain for 20 minutes and probably just do the same thing. So that little bitty bit isn't going to hurt anything. All right, and that is a parking lot oil change. All right, so now we got our funnel, got our paper towels, got our oil. All right, so this thing takes 10 quarts of oil. This is 2.5 gallons. So that's 10 quarts right there. So get the big one. If you get the little one, you're gonna be 2 quarts short. Ooh.
Is there any reason why you chose that one?
Because it's low sulfur, I think is what it is. The only reason why I chose this one is because that's what everybody tells me to get.
Clean out the funnel.
Yeah, just get, there's not trash in there, but just make sure that there's no trash in there. And, all right. Now, here we go. Now, I don't think I've ever done this without spilling at least a little bit. We're gonna try it. Oh, yeah, a little bit. Missed it again. Yeah, always just a little bit. This is no big deal, really. It's not the end of the world.
And when do you do your oil change?
They say every 5,000 miles, but my truck has a percentage of how much oil life I have left, and I do mine on 30%, 30 to 35% is what I do mine on. So, which we've done about 3,500 miles on this oil change, but we've also had it idle for quite a while. We pull a lot of weight, and we go up hills and mountains and start and stop, and you know, this truck runs all the time. So, and it runs hard. So, if I have to baby it a little bit, well, then I'm gonna baby it a little bit.
So at least the truck lets us know, considering we haven't actually done 5,000, but
I don't think I've ever done my oil change at 5,000, to be honest with you. I think, well, on this truck, I always do it rather early, and you know, I don't think it's gonna hurt anything to change the oil out early. And like I always say, man, better safe than sorry. How about you? And so some people might say, oh, you're wasting money, you're wasting money. I mean, I might be wasting money, but at least I know that my oil is always fresh.
That is the benefit of being able to do it ourselves, so it doesn't cost as much.
Yeah, that is true. And well, there you go, guys. That is a parking lot oil change. I don't know how long it took us to do that, but how long do you think it took us to do that?
Maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Maybe a little bit more.
10
YouTube
minutes?
will let us know.
10 minutes, 60 bucks. And I know it's done. And I know exactly what oil I put in there. I know exactly what filter I put on there. So what I'm gonna do now is this bucket right here. This bucket right here. I'm gonna take it right inside there.
So we did this in front of the AutoZone.
Clean that up real quick. Lid wasn't tight. All right, take it right there in the AutoZone and dump the oil, throw the filter and the jug into their trash cans. That way everything is all cleaned up and there's no mess. We don't want to leave no mess where we, do things, because if you start leaving messes and a whole bunch of people start doing it, and they're going to start cracking down on letting you do things in the parking lot. And it's their discretion. It's their parking lot. They can tell you to get on if they want to. And we don't want that. So we try to leave it better than what we got it, than what we got here with. And so can't always leave it better. Sometimes it's just the same, but we try. All right, guys, so if y'all got any comments, questions, whatever, hell, hit me up.